Hey folks, this is Roll Hunter, and we've got $1,000 in $1 coins to get through. 1,000 coins. Let's not waste any time. Let's dig in. Well, hello again, those of you who are joining again, and welcome to you who are joining for the first time. My name is James. This is my channel, Roll Hunter, and we do coin roll hunting. And today we're coin roll hunting Canadian $1 coins. We have 40 rolls of 25 Loonie coins, they're called, because they depict a loon, a common loon, a bird that is common in Canada. And we're looking for errors, varieties, low mint, colorized coins. We have colorized loonies in Canada. We actually have colorized coins in most denominations in Canada, but we can find some here. And we're hoping to find some goodies. You just never know. A subscriber of mine not too long ago sent me a message. He got rolls and rolls of proof and proof-like loonies. You just never know. We've got a few different kinds of wrappers here. We've got these guys. They're all in bundles of 4. This is the way the bank tends to, how they hold themselves together and how they can fit in these boxes. That's what they do. They can take these to their till like that in bundles of 4. It kind of makes it a little hard to get through. But we've got different kinds of wrappers. We can see the ends on these ones. These guys over here, these are just tubed up. You can't see anything on the other side. I haven't checked the ends to see if there's anything interesting on the other sides. We're just going to get right in and see what we can find. Roll number 4, we have found a lucky loonie. This one here, it's got some dark toning, it appears. This is from 2014. They made the lucky loonie in several different years. I think 2012, 2014, 2016. It's an Olympic commemorative, and its origins have to do with Team Canada, apparently in one of the Winter Olympic Games, secretly placing a loonie at center ice in one of the arenas during the Olympic competition. I'm not sure if that made Canada popular with other countries, but it certainly added to some of the Olympic lore and made these lucky loonies something of a collector's item. Next roll number 5, we found ourselves a pretty nice example of the 2016 commemorative about the women's right to vote. You can see a woman and potentially her daughter, or young woman beside her, as she's casting her first ballot. That's commemorating 100 years, and it's in pretty nice shape. I'm going to set this aside for a moment. We'll just see if this might upgrade my own collection. Same roll, and here's one we might find in really nice condition. This is a Remembrance Day commemorative from 1994. That is the cenotaph in Ottawa, or the National War Memorial, I should say. And it is a coin you might find in good condition, because this is an early commemorative. This is one that a lot of people might have set aside, some of the earliest commemoratives. The loonie was introduced in 1987, so this is just the 7th year of issue. And just checking my math, that would be the 8th year of issue. Roll number 8, we've got a Terry Fox commemorative coin. We can check this for one of the varieties. I'll just throw it under my scope there and have a look here. And what we're looking at is the grass behind a running Terry Fox here on his Marathon of Hope. And we're looking to see if we've got the over-polished dye that basically takes out all of the detail in this grass. And we don't have that. This is the standard full grass variety, if you want to call it that. What we're looking for would be one with over-polished dye that just reduces the fine detail in the grass. Not this one. Roll 15, we've got a 2010 commemorative. This is 100 years of the Royal Canadian Navy. It's in actually really nice condition, so one I'll just set aside. Any of these nicer ones that I think I might not have quite in as good condition, I set aside, and I always check against my own album. This is a great way, coin roll hunting, to upgrade your collection and find coins without going to a coin store, without spending a lot of money. And if you coin roll hunt long enough and look through enough coins, you're bound to find good examples of most of the common coins at least. And you'll be likely to find some very uncommon things too, like I have. And speaking of uncommon coins, we're in that same roll, and we've got our first color. This is the 75th anniversary of the UN Charter. This is a colorized loonie from 2020, and the color is actually pretty brilliant, but the coin itself appears to be pretty circulated. So that's actually really cool. The color enamel hasn't faded. It's actually done really, really well for a coin that looks like it's gone through a fair amount of circulation. But that's a color loonie for the board. We'll just put it down here with our other finds so far. And later on in that same roll, we've got the 100th anniversary of the Grey Cup. That's the Canadian Football League trophy. Also in circulated condition. This is from 2012. We'd love to find this one in just pristine, uncirculated, or mint state shape. Roll 16, there's a 1992 commemorative. This is the 125th anniversary of Confederation, with a family waving some flags in front of the Parliament buildings in Ottawa on Canada's birthday. Roll 19, and the Habs have made an appearance. These are the Montreal Canadiens, also known as Les Habitants, or Habs for short. This is the 100th anniversary of the professional hockey team. Halfway point, roll number 20. I just flipped this coin over. It looked a little shinier than the others. It's a 2019 equality. This one is minted at just 3 million. Roll 21, here is a 2014 that could possibly upgrade in my album. I don't have a lot of great examples from this point in time, but it's got a mark on the obverse. I'm not sure if I'll be able to get that off. But otherwise, this is in pretty nice condition. It's got some circulation marks for sure, but I don't think my 2014 is this nice. It's got a nice mirror finish. I'm going to set this aside, and I noticed right behind it, we had another Lucky Loonie, also in pretty decent condition. This one also from 2014. Maybe we got a few nice 2014s in this roll. Interestingly, nothing in this roll was newer than a 2014, so that's strange, as though this was wrapped up maybe 10 years ago. And I did set aside some shinier examples from those years, so maybe some upgrades for my collection. Very interesting. It was this Rolex roll, and it's the only one in the box that was rolled like that. So I don't know if we'll see another one quite like this. Roll 29, this different obverse tells us we've got something a little bit different. We'll take a quick peek. It is the 2017 150 Years of Confederation. Cool commemorative. Same roll, and here's one we don't find very often. This is the 2011 Canada Parks, or Parks Canada commemorative. Awesome. Roll number 32 is in fact another one of these Rolex rolls. This was the roll previously that gave us only 2014 and earlier. So I think there might be a better chance that we've got some better examples of older coins. We found a few that I've sort of added here to compare against my album. I didn't see it. Apparently, I'm either not paying close enough attention or my eyes are just getting really poor in my old age. But I can see the end is a 2013. So we'll open this up and see if we might find something that upgrades my own collection. That would be really cool. So nothing obvious by the edges. You can see there's some darker ones and some lighter ones. Definitely these coins get a bit of a patina on them as they're exposed to the elements. But I'll look through and see if we might find anything that might be better than average. So just at first glance, it looks like these are all going to be older. So maybe these have been just rolled up for 10 years, who knows, a couple 2012, 2013, and some commemoratives, but these are definitely in circulated condition, but these are from the 90s. This one here is a 94, and I think this one is a 92. And so we'll see if there's anything shiny in here. Well, here's a commemorative. I don't know if I have this in great condition. I'll see, but this is the 100th anniversary of the Grey Cup. We looked at this earlier. It's a 2012. And it is in pretty decent condition, kind of darker toning, so it's probably been sitting around for a while, but it's not heavily circulated. I'll put that aside on the board for comparison's sake. We'll see if this might upgrade. Roll 34, here's a nice one. This is the 2017 Toronto Maple Leafs, 100 years of Toronto Maple Leafs hockey. Pretty cool. Same roll, here's a 2006 Olympic commemorative. This is the loon settling. That's a pretty cool variation on the loon. Roll 35, and we got our first low mint coin here, I should say. This is minted at just $1 million. This is the 2021 Klondike. There's a colorized version where the moose on this, by my thumb here, is actually colorized in red. This is a great one. Yeah, just 1 million minted, and this box has been pretty light so far. We got 5 more rolls to go after this one. We found some nice coins, but our only other really interesting score was this colorized version, which is pretty circulated. So this is a good find. It means that we've got something to write home about in this box. Same roll, it looks like we'll have another commemorative because we see the word dollar at the bottom on the obverse, which we wouldn't see on most. I don't know exactly which one this is going to be. Let's flip it over. It's circulated, and it's the 2016 Lucky Loonie, another Olympic commemorative. Pretty circulated, got a dark patina on it, but lots of great detail you can see in the feathers of that loon in the water. Pretty cool. And still in that same roll, here's another one. This one is shinier. Is it going to be another loon settling? Or no, it is the 2020 UN Charter in very, very nice condition. That's cool. This is also a low mint coin. This one I believe is minted at $1 million. And I'll just check that. I'll put the correct figure on the screen. First coin of roll number 35 is going to be another Lucky Loonie. This one from 2008. And this one here, it's actually called Loon Dance, this particular one, but this is one of those Lucky Loonies in the series. There are a number of different loon designs like this that commemorate the Olympics. This is a cool one. Last roll, roll number 40, last chance for coin roll hunting glory. And that rhymes, that's pretty cool. Let's see if we've got anything else. Otherwise, I'll give you a wrap up of everything that we found. Well, we're at least going to have another commemorative because we can see the different obverse design here with the word dollar. And it is, again, another 2016 Lucky Loonie. Well, that's it, $1,000 hunted. We're done that box. Let's see what we got. So I pulled out my binder where I keep all of my $1 coins. You can see I've got a little label on the end here. And it's just a binder with 2x2 coin pages. And you can see I don't have everything. 1948 is a key date in Canadian dollars. I don't have that. There's several years that I don't have and different varieties that I don't have. And you can see that my collection starts with the very first year of issue, a 1935. And it's in almost uncirculated condition based on my own judgment. And then I've got a 1936. So this is where I'm going to check. I go through. This is what I do. I keep a slot here available if I ever find one, either in a junk silver purchase or a coin store purchase, and enter it in. And you can see not all of my coins are in completely uncirculated condition. Some are, and some are things that I've gotten junk silver purchases. Here's one that I got in a junk silver purchase, and I actually indicate when I got it. So that was in 2021. So what I'm going to do is go back to my loonies, and you can see I don't have everything here. I don't actually have a card for all of the slots. So I'm going to check, and certainly as I get later into the 2010s and early in that decade, I don't have great examples of all of them. And so I've put some placeholders in here, but I haven't stapled them all together. So it looks like that gray cup example that we got today is probably going to upgrade. For sure it's going to upgrade the one that's in here. It's got some marks on it. And so that's really cool. So I'm going to do that for all of them. I'll let you know how many I've been able to upgrade. And you can see all of the newer stuff here, nice and shiny. And so I'm going to take a look and see if any others will upgrade, add them to my binder, put them in the 2x2 flips. I label them. And every time I do a coin roll hunt, there's always the possibility that I'm going to improve my collection, that things will get better. And all it's costing me is $1 per coin. Or in this case, it's not really going to cost me anything because I'm going to take in that $1 and I'm going to put this one back in the roll and send it back to the bank. I've already spent that $1, so my collection will get better for nothing. All right, I've compared all the finds to my album. There are a couple here that were definite upgraders. I'm going to slot in this 2014 with the loon. So I've got a spot here for the 2014. I'll put that there. I've got a spot for the 2014 Lucky Loonie, which I've never found yet. So something I want to keep my eyes open for. And then I got the 2012 Grey Cup, which was definitely an improvement. So I'm going to add that in here. And if I can slot it in, we'll do that. And a few others that were definite improvements over the placeholders I had, but I'm pretty confident I could find better examples in future hunts. So I'm not going to seal them up just yet. I want to find better ones. And of course, I found a few low mint coins that I'm going to add to my collection. I've got really great examples in the book, so I don't need to add anything in here. And all of the discards are going back to the bank, and I'm going to trade in for some more rolls of something to see what else I can find. Well, minor correction. I sort of lied. The 2014 Lucky Loonie was one of those ones that I had that I didn't think was ready for me to seal it all up and put in here. So I did have one. It wasn't great. The one I have right now is better, but I think I can do better. So that's what coin roll hunting is all about, is seeing what you can find, and maybe you'll find an upgrade to your collection. Well, I really hope you enjoyed this Loonie Hunt and Fill Canadian dollar coins. If you did, please give the video a thumbs up. And if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, Catroll Hunter, please do that. I'd really appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you again next time. The sponsors of today's video are Lighthouse Canada and the Charlton Press. Lighthouse Canada is the leading supplier of high-quality numismatic supplies in Canada, and the Charlton Press is the leading publisher of coin and paper money catalogs and price guides for Canadian collectors. Go check out their online stores today and use the exclusive discount code CRH20 for 20% off all your purchases.